Picture this. You've been dating a beautiful, charming woman for months. She's always dressed to impress, and her compliments make you feel like the luckiest man alive. One day, a mutual friend mentions seeing her at a high-end boutique, proudly flaunting the expensive jewelry you bought her. She told the store clerk, "My man loves to spoil me." You laugh it off, thinking it's harmless. But then, the unexpected happens. You face a financial setback. Suddenly, her texts become shorter, her calls less frequent, and her affection feels colder. Instead of standing by your side, she starts hinting at needing space or outright disappears. Sound familiar? For too many men, this is the gut-wrenching moment they realize she was never in it for love, only for the lifestyle. It's not always easy to spot these signs early on, but today we're going to change that. We're revealing 12 subtle yet undeniable signs that a woman doesn't love you but only wants your money. These aren't just hypothetical scenarios. They're based on real-life patterns that many men overlook until it's too late. If you've ever felt uncertain about someone's intentions, this is the video you can't afford to miss. So, before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to Brothers the Stoic, and hit the notification bell. Let's dive deep into this eye-opening truth, and together, let's learn how to protect your heart and your wallet. So, if you're contemplating whether to take that leap and ask her out, remember that the possibilities are endless. You never know where that one date might lead. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this video insightful or inspiring, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more relationship wisdom. Together, let's continue to explore the beauty of love, connection, and everything in between. Until next time, take that leap of faith and see how one date can change everything. Sign 1. She's only interested when you spend money. Ever noticed how her mood instantly brightens when you mention a fancy dinner, an expensive trip, or a new gift? If her enthusiasm only ignites when your wallet opens, it's a glaring red flag. Genuine love doesn't revolve around material possessions. A woman who truly loves you values your time, attention, and effort just as much, if not more, than any financial gesture. This isn't about extravagance. It's about shared experiences and emotional connection. Picture this: you plan a low-key date, maybe a walk in the park or a homemade dinner. Instead of appreciating the moment, she complains about the simplicity or outright dismisses your effort. However, the moment you mention an expensive restaurant or a luxurious getaway, she becomes all smiles and excitement. This pattern reflects a transactional mindset where your value to her is directly tied to your spending. A loving partner finds joy in the little things. She doesn't measure your worth by the size of your wallet, but by the depth of your care. If her mood hinges on how much you're willing to spend, it's a clear indication that her priorities might not include you as a person, but what you can provide. Consider this: relationships require balance. While occasional splurges can be meaningful, they shouldn't define the bond. If she only lights up when there's money involved, she's focusing on the perks, not the partnership. True love thrives in simplicity and authenticity, not in lavish displays. Moreover, this behavior isn't always obvious at first. It can start subtly with small hints or casual remarks about other couples and their lifestyles. Over time, these expectations escalate, leaving you feeling like your love alone isn't enough. A genuine connection grows from mutual appreciation, not pressure. Keep an eye out for how she responds when you're at your most vulnerable, when grand gestures aren't on the table. A woman who loves you will cherish your effort regardless of the price tag. Love is about partnership, not a one-sided financial arrangement. Sign 2. She avoids conversations about your future together. When a woman truly loves you, the future becomes a shared vision. She'll naturally include you in her dreams and plans. But if every time you bring up long-term topics, like moving in together, marriage, or life goals, she changes the subject or avoids answering directly, it's a sign she's not emotionally invested. Instead, she's likely enjoying the benefits of your financial support without wanting a deeper commitment. For instance, imagine you're discussing buying a home or making a major life decision together. Instead of engaging in the conversation, she might deflect by saying, "Let's not rush things," or we'll cross that bridge when we get there. At first, this might seem like cautiousness, but repeated avoidance signals she may not see you as part of her long-term future. Genuine relationships involve alignment of goals and mutual enthusiasm for building a shared life. If she consistently shies away from discussing these topics, it shows a lack of emotional investment. This hesitancy often masks deeper intentions. She might be with you for the comfort and financial security, not because she envisions a life with you. A partner who loves you wants to know your aspirations, fears, and plans. She'll actively participate in shaping a future that includes you both. When this interest is absent, it's time to question her motives. Are you just a temporary convenience or a stepping stone to something or someone else? This avoidance often comes with vague promises. She might say, "I'm just focusing on myself right now," or "let's take things one step at a time." While patience is essential in love, these repeated brush-offs could be a way to keep you invested financially while avoiding emotional depth. Reflect on how these interactions make you feel. Do you feel included and valued, or like you're constantly chasing her commitment? If it's the latter, recognize that love thrives on shared dreams and trust, not financial dependency. Sign 3. She rarely compliments or acknowledges you. In a healthy relationship, love flows through words and actions. Compliments, appreciation, and encouragement are natural expressions of affection. If she rarely acknowledges your qualities, achievements, or efforts but constantly appreciates your material contributions, it's a strong sign her interest might be financial, not emotional. For instance, let's say you put in extra effort to plan a thoughtful surprise, like organizing a picnic or fixing something she needed. Instead of gratitude, she barely notices or offers a lukewarm thanks. However, if you gift her expensive jewelry or take her shopping, her excitement and praise overflow. This stark contrast shows where her true interests lie. Words matter in love. When someone cares about you, they'll affirm your worth regularly, not only when you spend money. If she overlooks your personality, intellect, or character but eagerly celebrates your ability to provide, it reveals a shallow focus on material gain. Consider her behavior in your quietest moments together. Does she make you feel seen and valued? Or does it seem like she's waiting for the next lavish gesture? A loving partner cherishes who you are, not just what you can give. If compliments only follow financial displays, she's likely prioritizing your wallet over your heart. True connection involves mutual appreciation. If her words lack warmth or sincerity but overflow when money is involved, it's time to take a step back and evaluate her intentions. Genuine love isn't conditional. It celebrates every aspect of you, especially your essence. Pay attention to how often she lifts you up emotionally. If compliments and kindness feel forced or transactional, it's a clear sign her heart might not be in the relationship. Love grows through appreciation, not exploitation. Sign 4. She only shows affection when she wants something. Affection is a cornerstone of any loving relationship. But when a woman only becomes affectionate when she wants something from you, it's a red flag. Genuine love expresses itself consistently, not just when there's a need to fulfill. If her warm embraces, sweet words, or sudden attentiveness only show up before she asks for money, gifts, or favors, her intentions might not be as genuine as they seem. Picture this. She suddenly becomes extremely loving, showering you with compliments and affection out of the blue. You feel special only to realize later that she was building up to asking for something expensive. This cycle repeats, leaving you questioning whether her affection is real or just a tool for manipulation. Over time, this behavior can erode trust and make you feel like a means to an end. A loving partner doesn't give affection conditionally. Whether it's a good day, a bad day, or an average day, her care for you should remain steady. If affection feels like a strategy rather than a natural expression, you may be in a relationship where financial dependency takes precedence over genuine connection. Watch for patterns. Does her behavior shift dramatically when she has no requests? For example, on days when she doesn't need anything, she might be distant, unavailable, or disinterested. But the moment a desire arises, she becomes your biggest fan. This transactional affection is a telltale sign of shallow intentions. Genuine love doesn't ebb and flow with material exchanges. True affection arises from emotional closeness, shared experiences, and mutual care, not what you can provide. If her affection seems to come with strings attached, it's time to reflect on whether this relationship is nourishing your heart or draining your resources. Love is constant, not conditional. A partner who values you for who you are will express affection without an ulterior motive, reinforcing that you are cherished and appreciated every day. Sign 5. She keeps comparing you to others financially. Comparison can be toxic in relationships, but it's particularly harmful when it's focused on money. If she constantly compares your financial status to that of other men, it's a sign she values material wealth over emotional connection. Phrases like, "Why can't you buy me this like so-and-so's boyfriend?" or "If you made more money, we could have a better lifestyle," can leave you feeling inadequate and unappreciated. Imagine taking her out to dinner at a cozy restaurant, only for her to complain that her friend's partner took her to a 5-star establishment. Instead of appreciating the effort and thoughtfulness behind your gesture, she focuses on what she feels is lacking. Over time, these comparisons can chip away at your self-esteem, making you feel like you're constantly falling short. True love celebrates what you bring to the table, not what you lack. A partner who truly loves you will admire your hard work, ambition, and the unique ways you show care. If she's always looking over the fence at someone else's greener grass, it suggests her priorities lie more in appearances and material gain than in building a meaningful bond with you. This behavior often comes with subtle pressure to compete. You might find yourself spending beyond your means, trying to meet her growing expectations. But no matter how much you give, the goalposts keep shifting, leaving you drained emotionally and financially. A loving relationship should feel like a partnership, not a race to outdo others. If she's constantly measuring you against others, she's likely more interested in what you can provide than who you are. Love thrives in an environment of appreciation, not endless comparison. Recognize your worth and refuse to be measured by material standards. A woman who loves you will value your essence and support your journey, not make you feel like a contestant in a financial competition. Sign 6. She gets angry when you say no to financial requests. Healthy relationships thrive on mutual respect and understanding. If a woman becomes hostile, withdrawn, or manipulative when you decline her financial requests, it's a glaring red flag. Love should never be contingent upon money, and someone who reacts negatively to your boundaries may be more invested in your wallet than in you. Consider this scenario. She asks you for an expensive item, and when you explain that you can't afford it or have other priorities, her demeanor shifts completely. Instead of understanding your situation, she becomes cold or accuses you of being selfish. This type of behavior isn't about love, it's about control and entitlement. In a genuine partnership, a no is met with understanding, even if there's disappointment. A woman who values you will respect your financial boundaries and appreciate your honesty. However, someone who's only interested in what you can provide may see your refusal as an obstacle to her goals, not as a reasonable decision. This pattern can be emotionally draining. You may find yourself giving in to her demands just to avoid conflict or guilt. Over time, this creates an unhealthy dynamic where you feel trapped and pressured to prioritize her desires over your well-being. Manipulative responses, like guilt-tripping or threats to end the relationship, further reveal her true motives. A woman who truly loves you won't let material things dictate the depth of your connection or manipulate you into feeling unworthy. Love thrives on mutual respect and compromise, not demands and ultimatums. If her affection wavers every time you set financial limits, it's time to evaluate whether she values you or what you can offer. Remember, your worth isn't measured by the size of your bank account. Comparison can be toxic in relationships, but it's particularly harmful when it's focused on money. If she constantly compares your financial status to that of other men, it's a sign she values material wealth over emotional connection. Phrases like, "Why can't you buy me this like so-and-so's boyfriend?" or "If you made more money, we could have a better lifestyle," can leave you feeling inadequate and unappreciated. Imagine taking her out to dinner at a cozy restaurant, only for her to complain that her friend's partner took her to a 5-star establishment. Instead of appreciating the effort and thoughtfulness behind your gesture, she focuses on what she feels is lacking. Over time, these comparisons can chip away at your self-esteem, making you feel like you're constantly falling short. True love celebrates what you bring to the table, not what you lack. A partner who truly loves you will admire your hard work, ambition, and the unique ways you show care. If she's always looking over the fence at someone else's greener grass, it suggests her priorities lie more in appearances and material gain than in building a meaningful bond with you. This behavior often comes with subtle pressure to compete. You might find yourself spending beyond your means, trying to meet her growing expectations. But no matter how much you give, the goalposts keep shifting, leaving you drained emotionally and financially. A loving relationship should feel like a partnership, not a race to outdo others. If she's constantly measuring you against others, she's likely more interested in what you can provide than who you are. Love thrives in an environment of appreciation, not endless comparison. Recognize your worth and refuse to be measured by material standards. A woman who loves you will value your essence and support your journey, not make you feel like a contestant in a financial competition.
Sign 7. She avoids emotional intimacy but enjoys lavish experiences. Emotional intimacy is the bedrock of a meaningful relationship. If a woman shies away from deep conversations, avoids discussing feelings, or dismisses your attempts to connect on a personal level but enthusiastically engages in extravagant outings, it's a sign her focus might be on the perks rather than the partnership. For example, she might show little interest in your personal struggles or dreams but light up at the mention of a fancy dinner or a luxury vacation. She enjoys the fun and glamour but isn't invested in building a deeper connection with you. Over time, this imbalance can leave you feeling unfulfilled and questioning her true intentions. True love is about sharing life's highs and lows. A partner who cares for you will want to know your fears, hopes, and everything in between. But when emotional depth is replaced by superficial interactions centered on material pleasures, the relationship risks becoming hollow. This behavior often manifests in subtle ways. She might avoid serious topics, deflect your questions about her feelings, or minimize your efforts to connect emotionally. But when it comes to spending time at exclusive venues or receiving gifts, she's fully engaged. This disparity can make you feel like a provider rather than a partner. Genuine relationships are built on shared vulnerability, trust, and mutual growth. If she's unwilling to invest in emotional intimacy, she's missing the essence of what love is all about. Love isn't about the things you do or the money you spend. It's about the moments and connections you share. Don't settle for someone who only wants the glitter without the gold of true emotional closeness. A woman who loves you will treasure your heart and mind as much as she does the experiences you share.
Sign 8. She disappears when you face financial challenges. One of the most telling signs of genuine love is how someone stands by you during tough times. If a woman pulls away or vanishes entirely when your financial situation takes a hit, it's a clear indication that her affection was tied to your wallet, not to you. Love should weather storms, not crumble under pressure. Imagine this. You lose a job or face an unexpected financial setback. Instead of offering support or encouragement, she becomes distant or makes excuses to avoid spending time with you. Her calls become less frequent, and the warmth she once showed starts to fade. This behavior speaks volumes about her priorities. In a real relationship, a partner is your ally in adversity. She'll help you brainstorm solutions, lend an empathetic ear, or simply remind you that your worth isn't defined by your income. However, if her presence depends solely on your ability to fund a certain lifestyle, it's a transactional relationship, not a loving one. This withdrawal often reveals itself subtly. She might suggest taking a break or start voicing dissatisfaction with the relationship, citing unrelated reasons. But her actions, like avoiding situations where she might have to chip in financially, betray her true motivations. People who genuinely care about you will stick around during your highs and lows. A woman who loves you will see your value beyond material possessions and stand by you as a source of comfort and strength. If her loyalty is conditional on your financial success, it's time to question her commitment. Relationships thrive on mutual effort and unwavering support. If she disappears when your circumstances change, she was never truly there for you in the first place. True love stands firm, even when the ground beneath you shakes. Sign 9. She only shows affection when she receives gifts. Affection is a natural expression of love, not a transaction. If a woman's warmth, kindness, or intimacy only appear after you've given her gifts or money, it's a sign her feelings may be tied to material rewards rather than genuine emotions. Picture this scenario. After surprising her with an expensive present, she suddenly becomes affectionate and showering you with praise. But on days when there's no gift or lavish outing, she seems distant or uninterested. This pattern suggests that her affection is more about gratitude for the material rather than true love. True love is consistent, regardless of circumstances. A woman who genuinely cares for you will show affection in little ways every day, whether through kind words, thoughtful gestures, or simply being there for you. If her tenderness is only sparked by material offerings, it creates an imbalance in the relationship. Over time, this transactional dynamic can erode your self-worth. You may begin to feel like you have to buy her love or constantly prove your value through gifts. This isn't sustainable or healthy. Love is about mutual respect and connection, not an exchange of goods and services. It's also worth noting that some women may not even realize they're behaving this way. If you notice this pattern, have an honest conversation to understand her perspective. However, if she dismisses your concerns or continues the behavior, it's a sign her priorities are misaligned. Remember, love is priceless. It's not about how much you can spend, but how much you can share. Your time, attention, and care. If a woman ties her affection to material things, she's missing the essence of what love truly means.
Sign 10. She consistently expects you to pay for everything. In a balanced, loving relationship, both partners contribute in their own ways, whether emotionally, physically, or financially. However, if she consistently expects you to foot the bill for every date, dinner, or outing without ever offering to contribute, it's a sign that she may be more interested in your wealth than your heart. Imagine always being the one to pay for dinners, weekend trips, or even the smallest purchases. Over time, you begin to notice that she never offers to split the check or even pay for something as simple as a coffee. She seems to assume you'll cover the costs, and if you don't, she may even act irritated or disappointed. This behavior isn't just about money. It speaks to a deeper lack of respect or appreciation for you as an equal partner. A woman who truly values you will not only cherish your time together but will also appreciate the effort it takes to make the relationship work, including sharing financial responsibilities. However, when she expects you to constantly pay, it reflects a sense of entitlement rather than genuine affection. Love isn't about one person bearing the financial burden while the other takes a passive role. A real relationship is a partnership where both sides contribute, whether that's through emotional support, time, or even money. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that paying for everything is a way of showing your love. But if the dynamic is one-sided, you could end up feeling resentful or unappreciated. Relationships are about balance and equality, not obligation. If she consistently expects you to pay for everything without ever offering to contribute, it's a red flag. True love respects mutual contributions, both emotional and financial. If she only takes and never gives, it's a sign that her affection may be more about your wallet than your heart.
Sign 11. She frequently talks about expensive gifts and lifestyle. When a woman constantly brings up material things, luxury brands, expensive vacations, or lavish lifestyles, it may indicate that she's more interested in the lifestyle you can provide than in building a meaningful connection with you. Love is about sharing experiences and building memories, not just enjoying high-end material goods. Imagine having a conversation with her, and she casually mentions how much she loves designer clothes, private jets, or trips to exclusive destinations. At first, it seems harmless, just casual conversation. But over time, the emphasis on these material things becomes more frequent, and it starts to feel like a subtle hint that she wants those things from you. While it's perfectly fine for someone to have aspirations or enjoy luxury, when a woman repeatedly brings up money and expensive items, it shows her focus is less on you as a person and more on what you can provide for her. This is a sign that she may be more interested in your wallet than in you as an individual. A healthy relationship should be about emotional intimacy, shared goals, and mutual respect. If the conversations always circle back to wealth and luxury, it's an indication that her priorities may be skewed. True love is built on deep connections, not material gain. It's essential to pay attention to how often these conversations happen and how she reacts when you discuss things that don't revolve around money. Does she seem uninterested? or is her focus always on the next big thing you can buy or provide? A woman who loves you should want to know your thoughts, dreams, and fears, not just how much you can spend. If she keeps pushing you toward a more lavish lifestyle without genuine care for your values or interests, it's a clear sign that she's interested in your money, not your heart.
Sign 12. She becomes angry when you don't buy what she wants. If a woman becomes upset or angry when you don't buy her something she wants, whether it's a new phone, a designer bag, or a spontaneous shopping spree, it's a major red flag. A woman who truly loves you will understand your boundaries, respect your financial limits, and not expect to be spoiled constantly. Imagine this: you're at a store with her, and she spots a pricey item. You explain that you're not in a position to buy it right now, perhaps because you're saving for something important. Her response? She throws a fit, pouts, or even gives you the silent treatment, making you feel guilty for not getting it for her. This behavior reflects entitlement rather than love. It shows she's not thinking about you as a person with your own goals, budget, and priorities. Instead, she's focused on getting what she wants, when she wants it, and doesn't seem to care about the emotional or financial strain it might cause. In a loving relationship, both partners work together to make shared decisions, including financial ones. A woman who truly cares about you will be supportive of your choices and understand when you can't afford something. She'll see the bigger picture and be patient. If she reacts with anger, frustration, or guilt trips when you can't provide something material, it's a sign of her lack of emotional maturity and respect for you. Love should never come with a price tag, and it certainly shouldn't demand anger or resentment when financial boundaries are set. When a woman's love is conditional on what she can get from you, it's a sign that she's only interested in the material benefits. True love respects limits and understands that relationships thrive on emotional connection, not on constant monetary exchanges.
Throughout this video, we've explored 12 signs that a woman might be more interested in your wealth than in your love. From her disappearing when you face financial struggles to her constant need for expensive gifts, these behaviors serve as clear indicators that her affections may be conditional. If you notice these signs in your relationship, it's crucial to take a step back and evaluate her true intentions. Love should never be transactional. Genuine affection comes from emotional connection, shared values, and mutual respect. Remember, you deserve a relationship where your worth isn't defined by what you can provide financially, but by who you are as a person. If you recognize these signs and feel like your partner is only interested in your money, it's time to reassess the relationship. True love is built on trust, respect, and emotional intimacy, qualities that cannot be bought. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Stoic wisdom on relationships and personal growth. Stay resilient and wise, and always choose love that's genuine and real.